Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Aquarius, just so you guys know, I actually already recorded a video for you. It was a very fascinating storyline, to be honest. Lots of little intricacies, but it got a little bit long, so it's still going to be processing. So I wanted to go ahead and get one out to you guys tonight, though, anyway. So with that in mind, just know that you will be getting another video. Watch for that tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, help the channel out that way. Thank you, my Aquarians. Thanks for letting me know you guys were hungry for your next video. I appreciate you guys being so interactive with me. It really helps the channel, it helps the videos circulate. So thank you, Aquas, so much for that. And yeah, now you guys get a second video. So I'm not going to try to do like a part two. That's kind of a standalone. You'll see that when you watch that one tomorrow. But for tonight, let's see what our message is. Now, I'm going to still ask the same initial question, which is, what is a creature kind of like wishing for or sending out into the universe? We have a King of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so we very well may have somebody that this is either Aquarius or this is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that they dealt with. But what somebody is wishing for or sending out into the universe is not very fair and balanced. It looks pretty. Either somebody is almost wishing stuck energy. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody's actually wishing that a character could see the error of their own ways. Like, I know you know, so why don't you just acknowledge it? You were unfair. You were not balanced. I wish you would just acknowledge that. If Aquarius is thinking this towards somebody, let's be fair. This could be somebody saying this about Aquarius, or this could be Aquarius is thinking this about somebody else, and they could be spot on, 100% right. This person is being really selfish or really stagnated, or Aquarius could be the one off base. But because we have the High Priestess in the reverse, which is the intuition really like crystallizing, I don't think somebody's off base. I'm going to read this like somebody is correct, even if it's an assessment about a person external to themselves. Now, could this be a self-reflection? Sure. But the bottom line is we have I wish somebody could see where they're trapped, where they're stuck, or what the boggle is, or what the unfairness is. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It's interesting because it's like, I wish they'd see it so I can quit thinking about it, because I don't want to go over this and I don't want to have to tell it to them, and I don't want to have to hold their hand and try to help somebody. It's going to be an awkward conversation. I wish they just knew it and would behave better without me having to tell them. Okay, that's understandable too, because it's like, I don't want to go through the conversation. If they're going to act like this, there's no loss in my life if they won't straighten up and fly right. But I don't want to spend my time explaining to them the things they should already know. But we have the Tower and we have the Two of Swords. I'm going to read it in one direction for clarity's sake, and I'm going to say Aquarius is the person who's ready to cut somebody out of their life. They're wishing that somebody would just see, and this could be someone that Aquarius viewed as their mate, because this is a King of Swords. This would be a great match, but not in the reverse. And I will say, even here, they're wearing a kind of like a zebra mask. When you see the video that will come out tomorrow, masks factored in heavily, and I did not use this deck. And so I'm just wondering if maybe we have a little bit of crossover after all. Hi, Rach. Hola, ¿cómo estás? This, to me, looks very much like, I think Aquarius is looking at somebody, possibly a person who could have been a great partner to them, and they said, why can't you see that? Why can't you get out of your own way? Why can't you be more fair and balanced? Look, there's a great song by Lucas Nelson and the Promise of the Reals. It's Willie Nelson's son, and I think it's called I Hope You Find Yourself, because in the kind of like the refrain is, I hope you find yourself before I find myself another lover or something. Anyway, it's he's singing about like, I love you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to let you treat me mean before I find myself another lover. Yeah, something like that. This is basically, it's not a threat. It's not a warning. It's not a, if you don't straighten up and fly right, shame on you. But at the same time, that's exactly what it is. This is, I think Aquarius is saying, I'm ready to let this go and I'm ready to block you because I'm not going to deal with this. This is some tough love. Obviously, because our character wishes somebody would see the error of their ways, this is not how they want to have things go. Ace of Swords. But they're going to give that tough love and they're going to be clear about it. If Aquarius has to cut somebody out, they're going to let that person know why they're doing it. They're not just going to punish somebody, ghost somebody. They're going to tell them point blank, here's the thing. And, this is like a magic wand, but it kind of also merges and kind of looks like a mothy butterfly thing. And I can't help but think, if Aquarius has to face this person and tell them point blank, King of Swords, if you're going to be this selfish, this focused on wearing a mask, this insistence that you're not going to take counsel or be fair with me, then just so you know, that's why I'm cutting you out of my life. And unless you can go through a transformation, if you can, go from a caterpillar to a moth or a butterfly, we can talk then. But until then, it's no dice. I feel like Aquarius is going to tell them point blank, this is why I'm doing this, and this is what would need to change. I don't think Aquarius wants to have to do this at all. I think they wish this person would get control of themselves. Why is this person not yet? Rach, yeah, I hear you. Masks remind you of Face Off. Okay. This person is under this impression that they are this wonderful emperor, this lion prowling through the jungle. They are under the impression, or maybe they think that they're more along the lines of there could be a South American influence here, or maybe even like African influence because of the zebra mask. But now this makes me think of a little bit more of like a jaguar head, not really a lion head at all. I feel like this character is really under this impression that they're freaking fantastic. They got like gems growing out of their fingertips. Instead of like everything I touch turns to gold, this person thinks that they are the kind of thing that they're God's gift to the world a little bit. If this is their impression of themselves, the likelihood of them realizing that they actually are coming across as a petulant King of Swords in the reverse, which would lean a little more toward far less powerful than any emperor would ever be, and a little tyrannical. They're not as bad as being an emperor in the reverse, but a King of Swords in the reverse, you can't talk to them. They don't want to hear anybody else's counsel. It doesn't matter, even if you can tell them and show them proof that they're wrong. If it wasn't their idea, they'll still not go with it. It's like that's an example to me of like a King of Swords. Nope, streamline, this is how I'm going to do it. And it's like, but if you do that, you're going to break it. Don't try to twist the cap off that way. You'll have to twist it the other day and press down. They won't do it, and they'll snap it off, and then they'll be like, well, that was just junk. That shouldn't have broken. And it's like, I told you that's not the way you unscrew that. Don't listen. That's just an example. I don't know why that came to my mind. I'm picturing somebody trying to open something and they just won't read the directions. And if they smash it, even though they were warned, it still won't be their fault. It'll be poor manufacturing. That's kind of, that's what I mean when I say they're not like tyrannical, like you will do what I say, but they can't hear anybody else's opinion. And if that's what Aquarius has been dealing with, it's like, oh, how do you not see this in yourself? Well, they don't see it because they think that they're pretty awesome. Not pretty awesome. They kind of think that they're, what do you mean? I always want to help. I care a great deal, and they probably do care a great deal, but they also have like their ears are shut off. We have a 3 of Wands upright. They think that they have a vision for the future. Maybe they, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but maybe they shut their stuff and they brag on themselves a little bit and say, like things I'm going to do and the way I'm changing the world and blah, blah, blah. And I've got plans nobody else has. And I know, they kind of are coming across a little bit like a politician or a shameless self-promoter to a certain extent, because it's all about what they think the future is going to be like, and they believe that their future is in their hands. Now, on one hand, an emperor wants to, yes, let me put it this way: a character would have to have a certain amount of, well, I'll say an abundance of self-confidence and a vision in order to be successful in anything that they do. So I don't want to give this a bad rap, right? Having ego, having pride, having a vision, having determination, I think that's all awesome. The only time that it gets bad is when they will not take any kind of counsel, because now they're not open to learning because they're so sure that they know it all. And that's where we get the mistakes. And because this person is also focused on the future, they're not really even in the present. And so they're doubly hard to connect with. And if that's who Aquarius has been dealing with, and they just wish this person would see the error of their ways, because they're pushing Aquarius away every single day with their attitude, is what I get off of this. Aquarius is about ready to just be like, nope, can't do it. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I can't do it, even though that's not what Aqua wants to do. Actually, hold on, let's change decks. Nothing's come out of that one either. Tell me just about Aquarius. Present moment in the reverse. So they're not ready to like draw the line in the sand yet. We haven't reached that point. They're still having hope that our character they're dealing with, seeing perspective. Aquarius is also being very fair, and they're saying, okay, let me not just assign them all the blame. Can I see things in a different light? Maybe I gotta have the higher perspective. Maybe the things that make this person drive me crazy are also the things that make them great. Is this something that I should draw a line in the sand with and be this firm with them and cut them out of my life if they cannot listen, if they will not collaborate better? Should I cut them out completely? I think Aquarius is really taking a moment and considering, see, they ask themselves the really big question of, if they weren't in my life, if I cut the cord with them, would my life be happier? And right now, as they think about this, if this is the higher perspective, if this is what they're delaying and they're chewing on and they're considering, do I really cut them out of my life? Well, what would happen? Let me have some foresight here. What would happen if I cut this person out of my world? And if the answer is, well, I think I'd have a lot easier life rather than dealing with somebody that I can't connect with because they won't hear anything, even if they have a good heart, even if they love me, but they're so imperious and they don't see it and they don't exhibit the signs of wanting to change, then my life would actually possibly be more clear, more straightforward, and much happier if I wasn't dealing with them, with that, or at least with that part of their attitude. It feels like Aquarius is asking themselves, is that true? Would I be happier not dealing with their imperial attitude? And if that is the case, then I think this would probably be an easy, see, Nine of Pentacles. Aquarius is like, I actually really love being single. If I would be totally single without them in my life, I'd vacation to Jamaica and I'd have a wonderful time, instead of them maybe calling all the shots and making it so I can't ever go because there's some reason that they don't want to go, or there's, they, and look, a King of Swords in the reverse has zero compromise. So if it was Aquarius's birthday and they've always wanted to go to Jamaica and there were great flight prices and amazing place to stay, and it was this fabulous thing, and they had family there to meet and reconnect with after 25 years of not seeing extended family members, the King of Swords might still be like, no, I don't think I feel like going. I don't like islands. And I'd be like, what? Well, you would have to do that for me because we're partners. And the King of Swords would be like, no, I mean, you can go, but I don't feel like going. They might just still shrug and be like, no, I have other plans. I don't want to spend the money to go there. Even if it really mattered to Aquarius. Like, that's the kind of thing that Aquarius is like, I would rather just go and have a great time than go and be pissed the whole time that my partner didn't come. Like, if this is how they're rationalizing and they're saying, like, I love being single when I'm not frustrated, when it's just me and I know I'm making plans just for me, I do whatever I want, call all my own shots, instead of frustratingly, arguing with somebody else about why they should come, or trying to cajole them to do something that I want to do that they just don't care to do and they won't meet me halfway. maybe being single sounds so much better. Like, this kind of feels like the way our Aquarius is sifting through the information, and they're really loving the idea of just flying solo for a bit and not dealing with somebody's, I'll say, behaviors. So, with that in mind, let's turn to the universe here for just a minute and say, universe, weigh in on this just a little bit. What's a message to Aquarius? Hi, Cora Bell. Great to see you, sweetheart. The Fool, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. The universe says to Aquarius that, of course, nobody knows what action they should take other than them. But if the goal in life is to love our life and to explore the world and explore the unknowns, it's kind of like, Aquarius, there's lots of other people out there. So if you want to go and accept a rose from somebody else, maybe take a leap of faith, go meet somebody other than this person. Move on, since they don't seem to want to collaborate or cooperate. Move on and go meet somebody else. Take a leap of faith on somebody else. Like Abba says, take a chance on me. Probably oxen free. There's some kind of like, why not? Because actually, if it's always going to be a little thorn in Aquarius's side that somebody just won't collaborate with them, even if they do love Aquarius, but they just can't hear or they just can't be very fair, it might continue to like gnaw at Aquarius. And maybe the remedy for that is for Aquarius to let go of them, so Aquarius can go out and meet somebody new, take a leap of faith, do some stuff just for themselves. Remember, a King of Swords is probably always going to do just what they want to do without too much counsel. So if everyone in the relationship acted the same way, they might get a taste of their own medicine, and they might realize, oh, wow, it's not super fun when there's no collaboration from one person's side. It kind of, that's a bit of the message that I see here. If their behavior doesn't make Aquarius happy, and Aquarius is like, they're happy and want to be with me because I treat them not the way they treat me, maybe I should go ahead and I should just do what I need to do. Take a leap of faith for myself, go a different direction from me, even if it pains me to do so, because that might be the only way they'll ever even get a taste of what it's been like to be around them. So maybe I should just just worry about me for a bit. It's not to teach them a lesson. It's more so that Aquarius themselves gets to remember that there's more than just this one King of Swords on this planet. Sometimes getting wrapped up with one person who won't collaborate and spending so much time just with them kind of blindsides us to all the other wonderful people out there. Now, the message for them is to actually consider what is an emperor. If they think that they're an emperor, what is an emperor made up of? Because this says that look at all the little animals and the little cherubs. The guides keep trying to tell this person what an emperor is. The birds are here, the bats are here, the beetles are here, the little naked baby cherubs are here. Everything is coming forward and saying, hey, there's a butterfly here too, there's a frog here too. All of these guides are surrounding them, trying to help them. Listen, you think you're an emperor, but consider what what would an emperor do? WWED, what would an emperor do? They need to pause and ask themselves that. Would an emperor act like this? Would an emperor be like this? No. They can be an amazing emperor, but they got to fine tune this one aspect of their behavior. If they think that they're an emperor, they need to consider their actions then and pause just long enough to say, wait a second. What would a person see? We have the death card for them. We have the hanged man. They definitely have to look at things through a different perspective. And I think Aquarius is the one who's going to help them do this, but it's because Aquarius is withdrawing from them. Because we have the death card. There's an ending here. There is that hanged man and we see somebody flying away. I feel like that's Aquarius. Aquarius already said, I think I'm going to take a trip by myself. I think I'm going to fly away. Here they are, this time flapping their tutu instead of their bird wings. But it looks to me like Aquarius is going to fly away from them. And that could be their, coming to Jesus moment where they go, wait a second, I thought I was an emperor, but the way I behaved made Aquarius actually want to go away from me. But would Aquarius want to leave an amazing emperor? If I were that awesome, if I had treated them so good, would they have wanted to fly away from me? Especially if Aquarius is going to tell them point blank, look, I'm not going to do this. This is not working because of X, Y, and Z. They might not have realized that they were imperious, or that they wouldn't listen, or that they wouldn't collaborate. They thought they were a powerful leader, but they forgot. Powerful leaders don't steamroll other people. They lead, they don't coerce. They listen and consider, other information, because they want to make great decisions, not because they want to have their decision be the one. They have to be able to concede when their decision isn't the best one because somebody else had a better idea. If this character hasn't learned how to do that yet, losing Aquarius might be the thing that finally clicks that into place. So Aquarius could actually be a really important part of their self-awareness. I don't know. This doesn't feel like this person is a big villain. It doesn't feel like this person is trying to be mean. In fact, if anything, this is somebody that Aquarius is like, God, if only you would just change a little bit. You are wonderful, and I know you care about me, but you're still not somebody I can cope with if you just won't be a little more self-aware. I kind of think that this, especially because the death card is there, they could undergo some massive change. But unfortunately, I think it's going to happen after Aquarius walks away. I think it's simply because they can't see themselves through any other lens until that happens. So, I mean, if this person changes for the better, they could absolutely still end up a marvelous partner for Aquarius. But in the moment, I think Aquarius already knows, for this fictional Aquarius anyway, for this fictional situation, they know what they're going to do and why they're going to do it. But what is a big relief in this story is that I think this is saying it will actually really help this character to maybe have that awakening where it's like, oh, I was a jerk. Oh yeah, when I get it now. I was a jerk. Yeah, I wasn't being an emperor, huh? An emperor they wouldn't have done that. Okay, that helps me to recalibrate. And that's maybe the best way to say this. They're not a villain, but they do need to recalibrate. All right, I'm going to leave that one there. Aquarius, the story that you guys will see tomorrow, the other video is very different than this one, actually. This was an interesting one also, but the other one is very, very different. So anyway, you guys, thanks again for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hi, Shirley. Tammy, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the heart. Always my pleasure, you guys. Thank you so much for choosing to visit my channel. Thank you so much for being so amazing and kind and sweet to each other and kind to me. I appreciate you guys so, so much. Thank you for making my channel what it is. And thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.